Hey guys, welcome back. It's Jay over at Venom Motorsport. I'm here to do a video now for something that I'm super excited about. We've got another build that's come in, and this is going to be a lot of fun because there's actually some new things that are going to be, happening for the page and for the channel, and it's going to be on builds. And in the background, you guys can probably see it. This is the build. We still are working on the 1990 LX, which will be a Dutch Mustang, and there'll be a lot more to explain on that. But in the meantime, I wanted to show you guys this one. This is a gorgeous 92 roller notch. And all you guys out there know the notches are going crazy in value. They're hard to get their hands on, or get your hands on rather. And they've just kind of become super desirable, which is crazy because I remember, back in the day, man, you could get these things for nothing. Everybody wanted, hatchback, always had to be hatchback, but times change, and now the notch is where it's at, and it's hot. And so a really cool friend and colleague has brought this in, and he wants this built. And the cool thing is that we're actually going to have a lot more really fun stuff coming up for you guys, even after this car. We've kind of gotten together and started chatting about just doing builds and stuff, and came up with some really cool ideas, and we're going to share it all with you guys. And the cool thing about the way this channel is going to be is I'm an enthusiast, right? I mean, I love Foxes, I love doing builds, I love Mustangs, but by no means would I consider myself as talented as maybe some of the guys I like to follow. Like I look at guys like Brutal, and I think, man, like just the knowledge and everything that he's got, and I understand it all comes from trial and error. So what we're gonna do with the channel is we're gonna start doing a few builds, and we're gonna bring you guys along the journey. There's gonna be things we do know, things we don't know, things we come across where we're like, man, I'm not I'm not sure, I've never seen this, what do I do with it? And you guys will be able to make posts and comments. Maybe we'll reach out to you guys, get your opinions on things. But for now, let's show you this 92 LX. Is a rolling chassis, no motor, no trans. We've got a really cool steel 2-inch cowl hood with the grill on it. I personally really like it a lot. I think it looks fantastic. And we've got some pretty cool plans for this car. And we'll definitely be utilizing our friends at LMR, as well as Summit Racing and maybe a few other places, to get everything we want to put this sucker together. It does have a complete interior, but there's things that we're going to change, preference for the individual that the car is being built for. We've got a really cool engine transmission combo coming in. We'll be redoing all the brakes, redoing all the interior, and basically we're kind of going with the old school setup, and just kind of making it like that badass retro 90s car that that everybody loved. So first thing we're going to do today is just start cleaning it up before we roll into the shop, get it up on the hoist, and start having a look at what's what and what we got and what we don't got. Make a list and start taking it from there. So let's start cleaning this thing up. We'll be back in a bit. All right, guys, here it is. We've got the roof off, and car used to be white, and it looks like they painted it black. I'll bring it in here so you can have an up close, so you can see it's really not all that bad, but we're gonna clean it up a little bit anyway, and take a little bit of just degreaser and whatnot to it, get everything cleaned up, get everything dried up, and we'll end up probably respraying that, keeping it black. And the outside of the car actually is going to be a wrap for now, until maybe decide exactly what color you want, or when you want to paint it. Really depends on what the outcome is going to be. But for now, we're going to get this thing cleaned up, get it sprayed down, get it dried up, and we're going to get ready so that we can get it all painted black and everything before the engine and everything arrives, which will probably be sometime next week. So it's time to grind. Let's get at it. So we got our 10-to-1 all-purpose cleaner out. I dilute it 10-to-1. It's pretty good. It's strong. I like it. Some brushes to agitate things. Got the pressure washer out. Got a beautiful day here in California, which is great. I love being able to be outside and working in the winter. And we're gonna get this guy cleaned up, get everything set up, and then after that we'll play a little bit of juggling cars. I got to move one of our other four-eyed project Fox over here, and we got to get the Lightning cleaned up and moved out of the way so that I can do a little bit of car juggling, because between the 90 Dutch Mustang and the Notch here, those are probably going to be two main things for the next little while that'll be on the channel. And then closer towards spring, we'll be going back and doing some more on the Project Four-Eyed Fox. That we do have actually a lot of content that I've saved up in video. I just haven't gotten around to editing it all and getting it online. But a lot of that's going to be kind of happening and being done over the holidays. So for now, we're going to jump in on this guy and get it cleaned up and see what we got to work with, and then we'll do some swapping in the shop. We'll get the 2015 out and get it up there and put it up in the air and have a look, see what we got. So we've been working away at this thing, and clearly you can tell that the car was white. I mean, you can see right over there, there's a lot of black paint flaking off, white paint's coming back. So I'm thinking most likely, I know the engine bay is supposed to be black. That's the desire that we want to go with. So I'm figuring probably going to get some aircraft grade stripper and spray this whole area down and get all of the black paint that's flaking off, get down to the white that's underneath, scuff it all up, and then redo it in black so that it's done properly and it holds and doesn't flake off again. So not really a big deal. It's kind of stuff that you find, especially when you're dealing with a rolling chassis. Something else that I noticed was done, I'm sure you guys will see it as well. They were planning on doing a wire tuck with this car, and they cut out the areas to get the wire tuck started. And as you can see, the holes right there. And so we'll see if they really would like to have a wire tuck done. Great, hey, we could do that. Some people like it, some people don't. I personally don't have anything wire tucked on my 3 Foxes here, but other customers have definitely opted, for that. Like the blue and silver four-eyed Foxes is all wire tucked, and everything is underneath. So we'll see what we're doing with this. Unfortunately, the previous owner never put the Scott Rod panels or anything like that in, so we're pretty much left with holes. So I know that if we need to, go to LMR and we'll get ourselves the panels that we need and just have them welded back in. If he doesn't want to do a battery relocate or anything like that, we'll just put it right back to stock the way it's supposed to be and get it all set up in here. So let's go ahead and get this thing dried off. Really wasn't a lot of grease or anything to come off, a little bit. And you know, and it's really not that hard, guys. Honestly, get yourself you know, some kind of, you know, degreasing solution. If you have to dilute it, go ahead. Get like a small detail brush or something. Usually just, you know, agitating things a little bit. Doesn't require a lot of craziness. You know, then pressure wash it off and you're good to go. And even with the engines in it, you know, I mean, it doesn't matter if the engine's in. You know, typically what I like to do is take like a plastic bag and I tuck it around the distributor cap, everything like that, you know, and kind of protect it, you know, maybe even, you know, put it around the alternator if need be. And then, you know, and then basically the rest of it, go to town, get it cleaned up and, you know, get the car fired up if there's an engine in it after, and everything warms up and you're good to go. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get this thing dried up and move on to the next bit.